I don't know where to start, but I'll start somewhere. And as you can see, it's just so much happening. And if I don't get help, I'm gonna die. As I said, I don't know. I want to create something so I can have it for whatever, but I just don't know. I spend money to get help to do whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing, but I just don't know. I spent 2,500 or 400 and odd to make a video. But I thought was a professional video. I spend the money and I don't even know where it is because YouTube has shifted things. The last amount I spent is £7,000, and I wonder if I'm a victim of another whatever. I am not gonna let it get to me. My priority at the moment is to survive, and the only person I can say without a doubt that is helping me is Dr. Abu. Because in the space of last week, I reached out to him, and he made me a video, and then he made another one, and I showed him my poems, and he made me things. He's the only one. I don't know where. Yesterday I was so jovial and upbeat. I done some writing. I went into the garden. I cooked. I eat. I went into the garden. I watered the plants and done some recording. But then from about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whoever came from work, and it's like been downhill. Yeah, I know what they're doing to me. That's why I don't pull the curtain today because I can't face it. I am in here. I read the thingy from Richard Blakeway about monitoring ASBO, and I know when the door is natural opening, and I know when the door is not natural opening. And I decided I'm not gonna live in here and don't open the curtain because that will make my depressive situation more harder because I'm thinking, yes, I'm actually in a prison. I come in, I bolt the door, I don't pull the curtain. And if I pull the curtain and I'm looking out, then it's reason for people to do whatever. So I'm basically not to do whatever. Anyway, I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna live like that anymore. So I start picking myself up. Each time I pick myself up, I'm not done. I'm in here, as I said, I know when the door is natural opening and when you're doing things to annoy me. I heard the door slam because it was a period of it's like the person keep opening and slamming the door, opening and slamming the door just to annoy me. So at one stage when I heard this opening and slamming of the door, I said, okay, let's see who is coming out. Nobody came out. Afterward, I heard the slamming of the door. So what is it? So I got up to look through my window. The curtain is pulled. And the bloke came out, put the bin in the rubbish. So yes, that's getting my attention. He knows I'm in here. He's coming out to put the bin in the rubbish. So he wants me to see him. So when I looked through the window, I stopped recording now. Only when they naturally provoke me. I used to stay when they do the ASBO inside here, and I said, let me catch it on camera by standing at my window, see who is coming out because they're not using their CCTV. The BT engineer said to me, whatever is captured, whoever is doing whatever they're doing, it's got to be captured on their CCTV. But their about how they can stitch me up, like what the police who stood by those two and said, if they come here, they spend over half an hour up there and said it's 15 minutes. And then said to me, if they get evidence and have to come back, it's not going to be the same outcome. So that's basically threat online. And nobody's seen my argument, but they will provoke me, and I stand there and I swear or whatever, and they capture that, and I mean that. But I am in here anyway. I know because the slamming of the door is getting to my head. So I said, let me look through the window. And by the time I looked through the window, the bloke came and he put the rubbish bin in the bag. So the rubbish bin is right here. Yeah, at my window. One time they put it up to my window to trigger me. Anyway, by the time I looked through the window, he pushed the rubbish bin in the way. So I'm standing there and I'm looking. And then this is what the bloke started doing to me. Yeah? If they don't say it verbally, you're mad, blah blah blah. That's what they do. And I'm thinking, when will this end, God? I don't want to do anything to harm myself, and I will not do anything to harm myself. But it is better if I could harm myself and get this over with than what they're doing to me. I can't take anymore. I'm in the garden the other day. I'm in the garden, and I saw Colin at his window looking out. And I waved to him because I thought I didn't know people hated me that much. I waved to Colin and say hello, and the next thing Colin said to me, "You're mad." And I'm thinking, God, I don't deserve this. But then I reflect on my life and I look back at how my brother declared me mad. My brother declared me mad. And he told my other family and they couldn't tell me till how long after. And I think to myself, where it started, where it started, where it started, this mad thing. I never know my auntie. I never knew my auntie. But hearing about my auntie's story was what led me not to get involved with relationships that's gonna cause problems. Yeah, because my father told me about my auntie. My auntie was posh. My auntie got involved with a man. So there was two women in this relationship. And my auntie came off the worst. And because of the story I heard about my auntie, I said I'd never ever get into that situation. If the man belongs to me, I'll walk away and leave him. And the life my auntie led, I understand. It was a workplace situation and a relationship situation. And people don't believe in Obi and whatever it is, they witchcraft and whatever, but it does exist. It exists because it happened to my auntie. And my auntie had a relationship with a man, and there was another woman involved. I don't know who was first involved with the man, but it was a man relationship. And my auntie, they show blow on my auntie, and my auntie went back and get better. But because of my auntie's stubbornness, she didn't pay the person who would care for her. And in the end, police was involved. So then the person threw back the blow on my auntie. And the only person who could help my auntie died. And then my auntie was left to lead a life. And I'm no better off than my auntie, but what I am concerned about is that my brother declares me mad. And I go back and I talk my story because I understand my auntie would walk. I talk, I wrote in my thingy that I call myself in my one of my page on Facebook, that Facebook disabled after the death of my father, my husband, and said it was authentic. I have a page there, Eminem Art Family, and I wrote stories, and some of these stories are used. I understand that my auntie used to walk and look for her family. She'd walk around the parish and look for her family. And she didn't wear her shoes on her feet. She walked with it on her head, so they call her Moses. I understand my auntie used to jump fire roll. And I understand my auntie used to curse. My father beat me once for swearing. And after my father took sick, I couldn't understand how God could allow a man like my father to suffer and for me to suffer. And that is part of my trauma, but I never curse again aloud until what happened. Even when it happened to me at King's, I didn't. But when they started at me, I'd leave, and I remember being cooked, having to go to work, and what they were doing to me. And I would be so relieved. I didn't say anything because I remember what happened to me at King's. So I had to keep myself. And when I come out of work from New Cross, sometimes I'd walk all the way from New Cross here so that I get that thing out of me. And I said, no. And God has left me 11 years after my mother died. After I wrote everything, now what was happening to me. And now I am left here, hoping and praying I don't get a stroke or something because I've developed an eating disorder. And nothing I do yesterday when I'm here in the day didn't bother me. The amount of time they keep slamming the door, let it ride. After I told off the bloke, and it was going 11 o'clock in the night when I decided, no, I have to call and let somebody be aware what is happening to me here. And I don't know, God, I don't know. I don't know me anymore. I don't know me anymore. And when I think about where I'm coming from, being put in a book that says 1 in 5 of all suicides are associated with unemployment. When I look at my life, I don't know myself anymore. I don't. I don't am anymore. Because once again they put things online to condemn me. And me also can be there and doing what he's doing to me. And I ask God, when will it end? It's best if you take me, God, before I lose my dignity. Yeah, there I am, part of a group. And because of whatever, why they chose to use my picture, it must be a reason. And the statistic is there, and that is the statistic that is being used. I can't have a bath. I have no strength left. I'm supposed to be going out to do shopping, but when you look in the bath, I have no incentive to do anything. And I ask God if I deserve this. I get up this morning and I'm trying to put some of the things out there. YouTube is making sure I can't upload. So I'm banned from Instagram. They're on the platform. I'm banned from doing live. I'm banned from doing certain features. So once again, my voice has been taken away. And I have my thingy on the phone that can help to tell my story. And YouTube is making sure that I cannot upload them. And I can't go put my head under the sheet because that will drive me over the bed. They get up. I don't hear them this morning. Maybe they're not up yet. But why? So I refuse to pull the curtain because I might pull the curtain then and that might cause some problems. Why is nobody hearing my call? And yesterday somebody's gonna call me. I said was gonna give them some money. What have you done for that money? So am I a victim of Scambuster TV? I don't know. I don't know who I am anymore. So let's talk suicide. Let's talk suicide because suicide has been used to make me a victim. Let's talk suicide. And I wish I could do suicide, but I can't do suicide. My picture was taken because of who I am, and that picture has been used now. That picture has been used. 1 in 5 of all suicides are associated with unemployment. I was drawn into this possession thingy, and District Judge Beecham came on board and she said she wanted to keep the case. And I'm there, oh yes, somebody has finally heard me. Somebody is tuned in into me. That's why she wanted to keep the case. But then I started having reservation when a case was supposed to be tried on the 13th and it was changed to the 9th of December 2024. And then I'm thinking, this case is about me. This case is about me. And I brought certain things forward to the solicitor and I said, no, this didn't happen. This could not have happened. Yeah? This didn't happen and this could not have happened. Yeah? And when they got the barrister and they were saying this, and I'm insisting that no, this didn't happen. Although I was going through my traumas and whatever, I knew it didn't happen. And the barrister convinced me to say I must accept whatever they said and they will talk for me because no judge would give me the time. I didn't even consider that. Well, I represented myself 2 times at the tribunal. I represented myself at the employment, someone traumatized. I let my son and the barrister come me. That barrister has never consulted with me, except she goes into court and she says her thing. Oh, I've done this and I've done that. Once I started talking to her and I said, oh, they've made me a criminal needing emotional regulation treatment. She didn't let me finish. She said, if you're a criminal, I don't want to know about it. Yes? Even then, I wasn't thinking anything. But when I started actually thinking something is not right here, something is not right because I was sent to do psychological assessment, which I did, and then whatever that professional right now, they said no because it is not saying what they want to hear, mad or whatever. So when all of a sudden I was affected by so the adult social care and all that, and I'm thinking, okay, somebody is trying to help me. Not knowing again that I'll be stitched up. Then the next thing, a Dr. Phil Gregory came on board. A Dr. Phil Gregory came on board. Yeah, a Dr. Phil Gregory came on board. And I didn't know that Dr. Phil Gregory was to put the nail in my coffin. Put the nail in my coffin. That's what Dr. Phil Gregory was there for. Yeah, it's all documented. But what really got me the 9th of December, it's about me. Yeah, I do not have lack of capacity. So while people writing doing my best interest to tie me up. So when I got the order and I'm looking through it and I'm saying, oh, so you've gone to court behind my back and decided, yes, Dr. Bill Gregory's thing, and I said, no, it's not supposed to be accepted into whatever. When I found the letters where I didn't know anything about it, District Judge Greenidge, District Judge Swan, District Judge Stellani, and others, I said, but wait, I didn't know anything about these. I took them to the solicitor. I said, there's nothing that can be done. The court can do whatever they please. Yeah? So by the time the 9th of December come and you having a case behind my back, I look at the order and I said, but wait, no, this can't be right. But at the end of the day, I still give. Maybe I let myself go, and the circumstances of what was happening to me, I let myself go. Stop believing in myself. The eating disorder and police coming in here and joining in, them will sort of knock my confidence. Yeah. But when I read that order and seen there, yes, they saying I have psychosis, and whatever, and they need Equality Act assessor. I'm thinking Equality Act assessor, so it's going to be to help me. Only know the solicitor told me no, it's not about me. It's to help the judge. So you need a Equality Act solicitor to help the judge, not me. Okay, I done my thingy, and all of a sudden now I'm being left. Another solicitor is dropping me in the lurch. And God, I wish you would take me out of this. Let me go to sleep and not suffer no more. I can't do it myself, God. Don't let me lose my dignity. Do not let me lose my dignity. I've seen what happened to my husband. Please don't let me lose my dignity. See, I'm sitting on my hands. Because when I start shaking, that's how I do things. I sit on my hands. And some of the time when you think it's this, yes, I'm trying to control whatever is happening in my body. I didn't know there was going to be a God that would left me this. Yeah? So now, the solicitor is no longer representing me. I paid somebody money, hoping I was going to get some help. Yes? I no longer have a solicitor. I paid somebody some money. So I'm thinking, okay, I paid that person some money. That person is going to be there for me. Like I see they were there for other people. Yes? So I went ahead and I prepared whatever I need to prepare. They asked for evidence, but none of my evidence was used. But yet they went on my thingy and um, copied out things that they said my story, my genuine story about the discrimination, and that's what caused the contempt of court. Yeah, because they can invade my privacy and whatever, but you can wipe the portal clean of every evidence, and even evidence I submitted, they said it wasn't there. So this is suicide. We're talking about suicide. We are talking about suicide, and who is responsible for pushing me after Ryan Clement? Use the statistic in my book I innocently showed him. To groom Winsome Duncan. To groom Winsome Duncan, and how it all started. When Winsome Duncan stole my manuscript and sent police. Then police. An ambulance here. On the 30th October 26th, I wrote on Facebook I was feeling suicidal. I never done anything those things, but I was never feeling suicidal. And that suicidal thing has nothing to do with me. But because my picture was there, it was used as everything else is used, is twisted and misconstrued. The only reason is now it seems I was supposed to go to Winsome Duncan's birthday party. I paid the money. I invited a friend because I am not the person who goes to places alone. A young man I meet around the place, just casual. So I invited him because I wanted. And as God would have it, God knows everything. I did not get to go to that party because I got the judgment and that knocked me out. And now after reflection, I said Winsome Duncan was planning to harm me at her party and said I commit suicide. That the judgment came. Winsome Duncan in my house. I don't even know where those videos are. She took me to Chelsea Football Club and I recorded without the children sat right in here, use my thing. And then Winsome Duncan tried to take take the disable my internet. Not my internet, my virus, not virus. Winsome Duncan came here, sat here, ordered food. I paid for it. And then she turned around and do whatever. The same thing that Mimi Owusu is doing. So they have this pattern. So now Mimi Owusu has control of my phone, has control of my email, so she can use whatever. And I'm asking for help. And it's way until Sunday they will come. What will they come and do? And they tell me go to phone shop. I don't know what to do. Winsome Duncan has control of my email, my phones, my whatever, and doing things. So Winsome Duncan can, not Winsome Duncan, Mimi also can be out there now, committed a crime. And I'll be charged for it. I don't know. When I think what my brother Irvin Julius Empson and all has done to me, I think to God and I ask God, give me the strength to commit suicide so I no longer suffer. I ask God, give me the strength to commit suicide so I no longer suffer because I can't take anymore. No human being is supposed to be going through this. Everything I got is gone. Everything I got is gone. Facebook take, this take, my family take. It will be my granddaughter's 21st birthday on the 5th. And today is the 3rd. And I'm reaching out. I'm reaching out. I'm reaching out. I'm reaching out. And I've been reaching out past 11 years. God. I've been reaching out, God. Why God? Why God hates me? I don't know. Why God hate me from you take my father? Why God hate me when you let somebody try to rape me and I go to tell their mother and they turn it against me? And the boy who took me under his wing turn against me. And it's happening again now. It's happening again now. So the God must hate me. This God must hate me. So I must bear the consequences of being kind to people. Hmm? I paid my money to be on the international book and whatever. The young man said he's sick. I called him the other day. He said he'd call me back. Not even the courtesy. Mr. Seeley, um, Garfield Robinson, Auntie Jean, everybody I tried. It's not as if I didn't try to get on board. The last I was in the drumming group and they take me out. I'm no longer welcome. Grasshopper have money for me. Return. I sign up to go volunteering, but I don't have strength. Because see, I get up this morning. I don't even have strength to do nothing. I cook and I eat yesterday, so something. But go look in the bath. I said I was gonna go and get ready, go and have essential, but with the bath as it is. So I don't draw the curtain because I might draw the curtain and that is gonna cause an argument. Because I sit here and when it gets too much I call police, but then what? I don't know how to I'm like trying to stay alive. about what's going on. Leading up to my birthday, leading up to the date I became a graduate of leading up to the date I became a graduate, I graduated from the Open University, telling myself I'm going to be a graduate before I'm 50. And I managed to do that. And this is where I'm at. How many years after? I'm going to do them in 30 minutes slots because this is a call about staying alive. But I wish God would give me the strength to commit suicide. And I don't deserve this. I don't know what to do. Oh shit. No copy. Alright, let's go back to this. It's in a copy. Now this. Now this. Oh God. Must be gone. Me no know. So when this abandon. Jesus, me no know what more to do. God no love me. God do everything to make me. He make me suffer. Me no know what God don't love me. I don't know why God don't love me. I don't even know where me there. I know this year one. What this? Not this one. God have mercy.